Hey, good morning and happy Sunday to y'all. Welcome to Rancancook Sunday morning edition. Today it's of course me, Rancan, and of course Big Claude in the background. Today we are dedicating our cooking show today to breakfast. Now we've done breakfast before, so it's nothing new. We did biscuits before. Hadn't done a Sunday morning show yet, so I know some of you guys are just now getting up. So that's good. This morning we're going to be cooking, I like to call it the Russell Lattner breakfast casserole. Now, of course, I've had this other places, but when your brother cooks it, it just is better. That's what we're going to do today. And not to mention, if you've had burnt pancakes or burnt casseroles or other things in the past, we're going to try to do a better job of that. We're going to talk about that. So this morning, if you look with me, we're using crescent rolls. I've got 2 rolls of it. I've already sprayed my pan. You know I like some olive oil spray. I've already sprayed it. I've already they don't really need to be rolled out. This may be, it's in the top 5 most simplest breakfasts I've ever cooked, but something about him cooking it goes well. I've got maple pork sausage, and so what I've done is I've kind of browned it down, I've drained it, I threw it back in there, and then I've got a little tub, 8 ounces of cream cheese, and put in there and melted it up. If you can see, it's got a good consistency started. And then, Claude, just for you, I got the triple cheddar, Wisconsin, New York, and Vermont. I was kind of upset they don't make Chicago cheese. What do you think that is? So anyway, this morning we're going to be, while I'm making this, I'm going to go ahead and put this other one over here real quick. While I'm making this, me and Claude were talking earlier about his days. Now, if y'all don't know much about Big C, he used to be a fireman in Chicago before they had a television show. Ain't that right, Claude?
That's right.
Before they had a television show. And so he's the original Chicago fireman. So a lot of times we talk about the differences here. And, you know, of course, I have never been to Chicago. Drove by it one time on the interstate. Looked really big, and I just kept on going. And so me and Claude were talking about earlier today about the differences in the two. As far as we talk about it all the time, but food for sure. So Claude, you was telling me up there's quite a few differences. One of them was, what did you tell me it was? Something about grilling. I can't remember.
Yeah, you can't grill in the wintertime.
Can't grill in the wintertime unless you have like a parka on, right? Is that what you're saying? So you can't grill in the wintertime. So down here it's nice because I can grill anytime I want to. I just put a little light coat on. Even in December up there, you can't. And so that's kind of a downside. That's one of the downsides. Now, he did say though, and we were talking about earlier, make sure I quote you right. He did say that he had the opportunity up there that they cook a good bit of food. So you mean like a meat and 3? Is that what you're talking about? Like a meat and 3?
Meat and 5.
It's a meat and 5. So usually up there, those guys will have 5 different vegetables or 5 different sides to go with one meat. Claude said down here, I've been starving him to death, and he did not realize that. I did not realize I was starving you to death this whole time. So that was another difference. Well, that's a good difference too. So meat and 5 and no grilling. Any other differences, Claude?
Lots of chili.
Lots of chili, that's right. So they're big
for the winter time.
Because it's winter time like 9 months out of the year up there. Why in the world anybody? I don't blame you for moving back down here, to be honest with you, because if I got to eat chili all the time, that gets old. So, taking away from Chicago for a second. So what I've done is I melted the cream cheese down. I had my sausage. I already drained it. I melted the cream cheese together. And so what I do is you kind of make you like a little paste, and you're going to spread it on top of your crescent rolls, of one of the crescent rolls. And if you see I got it laid here, I'm going to make me another little layer as soon as I get this kind of spread out. Breakfast is a little late today. I worked last night, so I was running slow this morning. And Claude said he didn't care, as long as I fed him. You know what I'm going to do, Claude, just for you? Next shift, I'm doing a meat and 5. Just for you, just to make you feel back up. But you're only going to get 1 can of everything. So 1 can of carrots, 1 can of this. So lots of differences. All right, so chili was one of the staples up there. That's a regular. What else is on the staples? Anything else you remember having a lot of? Everybody cooked?
That's about it.
That's about it.
That's different.
Okay. Now down here, if you guys don't know about firemen here in Tuscaloosa, I've probably had one meal, probably more than any other meal I've ever had at the fire department, and it's hamburger steak. I'm not gonna lie to you. There for a while, I felt like everybody, that's all they ever cooked was hamburger. Oh, great, hamburger steak. Now, nothing against hamburger steaks, but we have slaughtered our version of cows down here at Tuscaloosa Fire. So it's time for the triple cheese. So you see I got my paste. I'm going to sprinkle this. It's like I have ADD when I'm cooking sometimes. Hey, let me talk about this and flip back and forth. We're going to put on here, make us a nice little layer. Now, we're going to cook this for about 15-20 minutes. We'll make sure it's good and brown. Alright, and then I'm going to put this layer of cheese. We'll save the other cheese for later.
Okay.
We're going to bake potatoes today for lunch. So, got my triple cheddar. Still upset they don't have a Chicago version, but we'll get over it. And now I'm going to take this, I'm going to lay it on top like that. Kind of try to put them together. It's nice and good. My little brother cooks this a lot of times if we have some kind of Christmas meal or something like that. It's going to be kind of a brunch style. So this is what he always makes. So shout out to Russell Lacker for his cook. Now, Claude, I don't know if you knew this or not, but my old man, which you did know this, my old man, he also worked at Tuscaloosa Fire, and my dad was pretty much the cook at his station, and then my little brother actually cooks at his station. So it's either nobody else can cook, or we just happen to cook for people. We're not really sure about how that works out. But if you look, there's my little thing. So I've got crescent rolls, my sausage and cream cheese, my shredded cheese, the triple cheddar. I highly recommend the triple cheddar. I got that at Aldi yesterday. And then another set on top. I do recommend, Magic Oven's not working, imagine that. And making sure you get the olive oil spray at the bottom. And we're going to put it in there. We're going to check her here in about, probably about 10, 15 minutes. We're going to go 15 just to make sure she's good to go. And we'll be ready to go. Now, of course, I'll have you an after picture of how that looks. And I feel like it's going to be pretty good. So just remember, 8 ounces of cream cheese. I have 1 pound of the maple pork sausage. Drained it real good and then melted that. And then put the triple cheddar as well. So I hope you're enjoying our cooking show. I appreciate, I got yelled at a couple times at Aldi for people recognizing us, which they're all firemen, but that's okay. And so we're really thankful for everybody that's getting to watch with us. We're looking forward to, hopefully in the next week or two, I know I've been saying this, but we're actually going remote. We're taking this show on the road finally, and we're going to be, me and Claude's going to be visiting another station and seeing one of their cooks do a little bit. And so hopefully we're going to be doing that more and more. Hopefully every couple of weeks we'll be hitting another one. Claude's actually graduating paramedic school hopefully in August.
Yes.
Fingers crossed. He started his 3rd phase, which is usually the easier of the two. Now it's mostly rotations and some workbooks. College phase is like, no, it's not easy. But anyway, I feel like I should be graduating paramedic school because I have been here making sure he's on point. I don't know if y'all know this or about him, but sometimes you'll walk by his room and he's in there studying and he's actually playing a game. And you have to get on to him. Like, it's hard to get on a grown man and tell a grown man to get back to me. Get busy in there. But I just want to know I have helped him pass. I don't know if anybody knows this or not, but I'm like, Claude, what you doing back there? What you supposed to be doing? I know. It's the teacher in me, Claude. I can't help it. It's like I got my own student. So anyway, so when he graduates, I expect some kind of acceptance. Hey, I'd like to thank Randy for helping me out through all this thing. He gets an opportunity to talk. If he don't, he should at least try to get an opportunity to talk. I'm just playing. But anyway, I can't wait. I'm excited for him. So now we hope you have a happy Sunday, guys. Enjoy your weekend. Work's just tomorrow for us. It's today, and so this is our busy week this week. So, but we're glad to have a job. Glad to be working in a great place like Tuscaloosa Fire, and the opportunity to get to eat. That's a great thing. So remember, Chicago, if you go up there and visit their fire stations, it's a meat and 5, which is crazy. Probably going to end up eating chili year round, which bless their hearts. I don't know how you do a meat and 5 and chili at the same time, but I guess you can. And then of course, if you come to here, you're probably going to have hamburger steak someday. But we're not cooking that today. We're actually having ribeyes. So anyway. So guys, have a great rest of your Sunday, and we will catch you guys later. See y'all later.